Mm-mm. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning. And this is your home girl, Arabia Barbosa 914, Westchester County, New York. Definitely in the house. I am the original BT 1000. I am the Jeeper Creeper on this shit. I am Lucy the Vampire. And I am the German Shepherd in the goddamn room. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, thick cut. This your home girl, Arabia Barbosa. I want to thank you for your music video. I was very entertained. I love it because you caught the true essence of my soul. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. He caught it. And this is not the first time he has done this. Y'all go over there and sub up to Thick Cut. Support his music. Support what he's doing over there. Shout out to you, sis. Rabbit got a wrench. I had fun over there. You made me laugh. You made me laugh about my own self. You made me smile. I remember that day that I had hit the link where EJ was at. And he disrespected me. Called me all kinds of bitches and motherfuckers. And you know what I did? I cut that off and I went to my platform. And I told what happened. I told what happened. And I know who supports this channel. Brown Skin Lady, I watched some of your video last night. I fell asleep. I'm sorry, baby girl. But I appreciate you as well. I appreciate the rabbits because the rabbits always supported me. Whether they agree with me or not. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Donna. Yo, Donna, when you get a chance, I want you to look at that thick cut video. It's on my community wall, or you can simply go over, press in thick cut, and he will have the video up there. This is not the first time Thick Cut has done a music video. He did Send a Mass a few years ago. Shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to Thick Cut. I support him. I support what he's doing. Because he caught the true essence of my motherfucking soul. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. And he came right on time with that song. Shout out to Sis for even picking it out. And he was able to say, Arabia, you need this to be your intro. Edit and get a beat behind it. I'm going to leave that to the young people. I'm going to leave that to the young people. I'm not young anymore, sis. I'm like, what, 51? I look like a overweight rapper. I had to laugh when sis brought up those two pictures. He talked about these two rappers. One of them was from Louisiana. The other one, I don't know where he's from. And I had to laugh because I did get heavy. Yes, I did. I do look like a man. Yes, I do. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Keep the change. Thank you for coming in. Tamika, thank you for coming in. A shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Mm-hmm. Yes, but this is your home girl, Arabia Balbo. So I want to shout out to the rabbits. Shout out to Sis for catching the essence of my soul. The BT-1000, the Jeepers Creeper on this shit. And I'm going to chase everyone that's running from that bus. The dust life. The Jeepers Creeper has now released her wings. And I'm going to pursue every Quamite that calls my fucking name. I'm going to tamper you down. I'm going to hunt you down on these YouTube streets. Clean up the YouTube streets. I'll be happy when Bus Life crumbles and falls. Garrick, you are on my hit list. Bishop Baby Oil, you next. Russell Red, walking around on his walker. You better be careful and you better shut the fuck up on these YouTube streets. Nobody gives a fuck about you, Russell Red. You an older man walking around on a walker. How dare you talk about anybody? Oh, shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Tamika. Keep the change. Oh, they say, what Tamika say? Well, he need to be got. I don't know where his channels are at, but I'm going to let you know right now. I fight people with words. And I'm glad that sis put up my image up there. That's what I really look like. Yes, I've gained some weight. Been heavy for quite some time. It's a new feeling. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful. Brown Skin Lady, I love you. I fell asleep on your video last night, but I'm catching the playback. Thick Cut. Shout out to you. Shout out to Thick Cut. And shout out to Sis Rabbit got a wrench over there. Shout out to you, Tamika. Shout out to y'all. Always love you. Keep the change. Shout out to you. Yeah, we got some good people on this YouTube streets. But I remember that day when it happened, when that man tried to curse me out and call me all kind of names. You know why? Because he was already in his feminine stage. He's effeminate. Undercover, down low nigga, and a jock string protector of another man's nuts. You see how these men get down? Now, I understand when the women want to protect the man. I understand that. But another man constantly protecting a man like KB? KB need to get some lawyers and sue Merrill Lynch for that 17.4 million. Instead of being on YouTube stalking other YouTube creators. And the ones he stalked the most was closer to him a couple of years ago. But they all had common sense and they was able to separate. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Young Reyes, thank you for coming in. It is what it is. I don't know who did that. And I really don't fucking care. He need to be beat the fuck up. How about that? He needs somebody to slap the shit out of him. They don't need to do nothing else. Physically find that nigga and slap the shit out of Garrick. Slap the shit out of him. Today is Friday, Friday the 13th. Thick Cut, thank you for the video. It is wonderful. It's very wonderful. And you captured my soul. Yes, you did. But that's not the first time you captured my soul. Yeah, it was very good and very entertaining, and I did share it. I did share it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. If something I like, something I enjoy, and it's telling the truth about me and what I think and feel, yes, I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share the truth. Shout out to the chat. I'm not gonna be up here that long. I just want to come over here and shout out my people. I'm shouting out the Sis. I'm shouting out the Thick Cut. I'm shouting out to the Rabbit Nation over there. Shout out to Rabbit Nation. Shout out to Ears to the Street for exposing Damn D, the praying mantis nigga over there. Shout out to Ears to the Street. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady for exposing Kwame Brown as she did. And I remember when Brown Skin Lady was sitting by herself doing her videos. And she had to climb a big mountain. Now, I recognize Moonlight. Another one of my homegirls from New York. Shout out to Moonlight. Love you, girl. And I'm glad you and Brown Skin Lady have pieced it up. That's all you needed. Garrick, he was the thorn and everyone saw it. He was the thorn. And that Empress Lonnie One Love. What does Sis say? I'm her side chick. She talks to me when she get ready. When the other people don't want Lonnie no more, who comes and sits with Lonnie? Me. I'll probably be doing that for a little while longer. I don't know how long. But I am very upset with Lonnie as well. Because she introduced that EJ to her channel. I don't know if EJ is from Philadelphia, and I really don't fucking care. Because New York rules this house. A shout out to the chat. Yeah, I'm not going to be up here that long, but I just want to thank Cut. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you so much. Sis Baby got a bench over there. Thank you. And it's no secret. I do live my life like the way I live. I'm a part of the LGBTQ community for many, many years. I'm part of the gay community. Been a part of it way before I was even in my 20s real good. A shout out to the chat. I look like a man. I live like a man. My voice is still feminine. And I still got my feminine body parts. I'm old now. And thank God I was able to live 51 years. Thank God! Universal. He didn't give me certain gifts, but he gave me other things to make up for it. Hey, Frank, thank you for coming in. Frank, I always want to thank you and Brown Skin Lady for supporting me. Yeah. And I'm gonna let y'all know I'm not a victim. I attacked EJ first. You know why I attacked him? Because I knew he was trying to protect the nuts of Kwame Brown. And I have a big problem with men doing that. You can speak up once or twice, but you don't have to be a jockstring player for a dude that don't give a fuck about you. He can't even find his money from Merrill Lynch that they stole from him, but he wants to come to these YouTube streets and fuck with this one and fuck with that one and talk shit. But I remember the voice of Tommy Sotomayor, so many years ago. And it was during the time I was in my biggest battle of life and death. Tommy Sotomayor words stung and pulled me through. He said, "You are the BT 1000." I was created. I wasn't born to be the BT 1000. I was created. Shout to the chat. But I'm out of here. I hope everyone has an awesome day today. I wish everyone to have an awesome weekend. And I pray for the people that's in Louisiana going through the storm. I know how that feels. I pray for them the most. Hope everything works out. I'm going to check on the news reports about what's going on in Louisiana about that storm. We got to start caring for each other as people. Because I see on these videos where people are taking care of hedgehog and what is that? The candy striper, the little rats that fly in the air. They care so much about dogs and cats and what the lions in Africa are doing. If I was to compare myself to a lion, I would say I'm Kinky Tail. I'm the brother of Mr. T. I'm the brother of the different other lions that was a part of a coalition that took over certain prides for many years. A shout to the chat. I'm out of here. Shout out to Thick Cut. Shout out to Sis. Shout out to Brown Skin Lady. Shout out to all my YouTube creators, all my subscribers, new and old. Want to give a complete shout out to my support team. My support team is always here for me. And my support team, used to tell me, don't trust Lonnie. Never. Lonnie is, she's something. I don't know why I like Lonnie so much. It's something about Lonnie that I like. But I have to unlike it. I have to pull away. It's not like Lonnie invited me over there to her. I just liked her spirit. I still like it to this day. And we got the death coach on these YouTube streets. The death coach has come back complaining. Wow, that's crazy. And the death coach been gone for quite a while. She's over there talking about this one and that one, the people in this sector, death coach, I'm gonna tell you something. Mind your own business and stay over there where you at, death coach. We don't need you back over here. We don't need you. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. I'm out of here. Y'all have an awesome day.